What's going on, guys? Rap Guy Gaming here, and welcome to a new tier list video. I'm here with my best friend, DJ LL Reacts.
Hi, hello again.
And today we're going to be ranking cereal. So someone suggested this as well. One of my friends suggested this, and I said, sure, why not? So, yeah, before we begin, just want you all to know, like, share, and subscribe. And also, this is based on me and DJ's opinions only, so our opinions are going to be different from yours, so I'd love to hear what you guys think. And also, we're not going to get to all of the cereals, but we'll definitely do a part 2 in the future. So, now that we got that out of the way, we're going to start off with Fruit Loops.
Okay, I haven't had Fruit Loops in a hot minute, but I remember them being like A to B tier.
Personally, I don't really like fruity cereal. Never been a huge fan of fruity cereal.
That's interesting.
Yes, it's just I just don't like all the textures are fine. It's the flavors that I don't like because there's so many of them. It's just so hard to get. It's just not my kind of cup of tea. But I will say I like the mascot, and I like their motto.
Yeah, I love the toucan. Hey, could you excuse me 1 second? My brother's being loud. I have to go tell him to keep his mouth shut.
Alright, sorry everyone, before we were so rudely interrupted.
Alright.
Anyways, so back to the tier list. Again, pardon the interruption. Anyways, for me personally, this is F tier, but that feels a little disrespectful.
I personally would think of it like being B tier.
Alright, B tier sounds fine. Fine. Moving on to Frosted Flakes.
Ooh, I haven't had regular Frosted Flakes. I haven't had them in forever, but I do know they were pretty good.
I love Frosted Flakes. These are
Same.
There's literally nothing better than eating Frosted Flakes on a Sunday morning.
Oh my gosh, Tony the Tiger is one of the greatest cereal mascots to ever be on the planet.
I cannot deny that is very much true. I think the motto for it is very cool, and the commercials have made me laugh. And I think they do have a unique flavors, although of course we couldn't put them all on here. But I will say the Honey Nut Frosted Flakes are really good. I do enjoy them quite a bit.
Oh, I need to try those.
Yes, I have.
You can definitely go S tier for Frosted Flakes.
Yes, easiest. Now we got to another one that is most definitely a 1. We got Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Easily goated.
Yes, easily a goated cereal.
Ecstasy.
The cinnamon, it just hits. Oh. What were you saying?
It's like pure ecstasy. It's like pure ecstasy in a box, as if it was food. And like, there's the cinnamon, and when you get to the milk, oh my god.
I agree, and also the commercials are a little strange, but I guess even the Cinnamon Toast Crunch themselves cannot deny how delicious they are.
True.
I mean, hey, they're literally cannibals. Yes, so yes, but minus their weird cannibalistic nature, they make for really great cereal, and there's nothing better than eating that on a Sunday morning too. And in fact, I always
any time of day.
In fact, that's true. In fact, I've even eaten this for dinner at one point. In fact, they don't even make.
I've done that too sometimes, where it's like a snack in the middle of the night.
Yeah, I know. I like the hell. This is probably one of very few cereals where I'm like, I'll eat this for literally not just for breakfast, but I'll eat it for a snack or for dinner if I have to. Easiest S tier in my life. Now moving on to my personal favorite, Lucky Charms.
Oh yes, I love Lucky Charms. The marshmallows.
Yes, all the unique marshmallows, and the cereal part, and I'm not even gonna lie, most people only like the marshmallows. I think the cereal part is just as good.
Yes, true.
Yes, I know. Of course, when in my area, they've always, I can only really get that store brand, the Marshmallow Mateys or whatever.
Oh my gosh, I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I know.
When I get cereal, I make sure to get like some good fun stuff, like sometimes some Frosted Flakes and some Lucky Charms.
Yes, this is also a cereal that I will eat as a snack too.
Mm-hmm.
In fact,
Facts.
it's just that good. I know there are some people that think it's absolutely disgusting, and there are those who think it's good. In fact, I even know someone that says the cereal looks like cat food.
Oh, brother. Have you ever had the Lucky Charms snack bars?
I have not actually.
They're pretty good. I like the Lucky Charms ones.
Well, still, this is for me personally. I'd say this is an S tier. Are any disagreements?
Easy S tier.
All right.
Easy S tier. Easy.
All right. Now moving on to Cocoa Puffs.
Ooh. I haven't had them in forever, but that chocolate milk when it turns into like chocolate milk after it soaks for all that time and you're eating it.
Chef's kiss.
So good. It's pure heaven.
Yes, I agree. Not only that, the crunch is amazing.
Like as soon as you take the first bite after you pour in the milk,
you're in heaven,
and it's just perfect. You're heaven.
Yes.
It's like you met Alanis Morissette herself.
I even agree. This is an easy S tier. Now moving on to one that for me personally is not an S tier. Trix.
Ooh, okay. Yes, I can definitely agree with you. Trix, maybe I haven't had Trix in a while, but Trix can sometimes be hit or miss.
It's definitely not on the same path as Fruit Loops.
You would probably go. What'd you say about Fruit Loops again? What about the
Fruit Loops for me was F tier, and this honestly goes there too. But what would you say?
Probably C tier.
Yeah, for see, while Trix has an interesting mascot, it still just feels like it doesn't. I don't really notice anything different about Trix. I feel like it's just a generic fruity cereal.
Yeah, I mean, like the Trix mascot and the tagline are very iconic, but with it being spoofed in Family Guy, but
I will say that Family Guy episode was hilarious.
That was hilarious. Silly rabbit tricks up a kid. Bang bang.
But minus some jokes that it has had, it really is like I said, it's really more just of a generic cereal at best.
So like regular run of the mill cereal that you would probably like. Definitely run of the mill basic.
Alright, well, so you said C tier, I say F tier, so I'll even it out and put it in D tier.
Understandable.
Moving on to Cocoa Pebbles. Now now we're getting back to the S tier.
Yes. Cocoa Pebbles. Also, when the milk and you get like okay. There's a video I watched of Kendrick Lamar doing a video about him and the pebbles, the Cocoa Pebbles and the Fruity Pebbles.
Mm-hmm.
And what he did called was the 60-40 rule. You have 60 of it, I think 40% crunchy is 60% soggy. You let it. Hello.
I was watching Muppets 2011 too.
No, But as I was saying, I was watching a video about Kendrick Lamar talking about cereal, and he talked about the 60-40 rule, when it's like some of it's crunchy and some of it's a bit soggy. When you get the perfect combination of both, just bomb.
I gotta agree with Kendrick there. This is the crunch is amazing, and you got the Flintstones as the mascot. What more can you ask for?
Yeah, but do you remember when they had like athletes on the box? I think there's John Cena, and I had to see who else was on the box too. I think it was like a Kyrie Irving.
I do know. I might have remembered that, but I don't know for sure. But still, either way, this is instantly going into the S tier because it says so good.
I was right, Kyrie Irving. Yep, I was right. It was Kyrie.
All right. Well, still S tier for Cocoa Pebbles. Any objections?
No objections.
All right. Moving on to French Toast Crunch now. I don't believe I've ever had this.
I have had it before. It was pretty good. I would give it like a A tier.
Is it on the same level as Cinnamon Toast Crunch?
Definitely has like a little bit of like the remnants of CTC. Definitely has the remnants.
But it's not the same.
It's good, but it doesn't hit the same as CTC.
Alright, well then I guess I'll put it in the A tier for that. Now moving on to Reese's Puffs now.
Ooh.
The mix of peanut butter and chocolate.
It's like perfection.
This is arguably
Can't
better
deny
than
it.
Cocoa Puffs.
Arguably better. You get peanut butter too. Just perfect.
Yeah, I have not met a single person that has not enjoyed this cereal.
If you don't enjoy it, what is wrong with you?
Yeah, something is wrong with you if you don't enjoy this stuff, because this is literally props to whoever's idea it was to make this. This is going into the S tier because it has to. Now moving on to Count Chocula.
It's gotta go. Ooh, I love.
Now, this is
when
an
the,
interesting one because
like
it's only
Halloween-
sold during the Halloween season.
Yeah, it's definitely like. I haven't had that in forever, but like it definitely kind of reminds me of like Cocoa Puffs a bit. I mean, like with it.
It's like Cocoa Puffs
with, like,
mixed with Lucky Charms.
Yes, thank you.
Yes, and that actually reminds me, I should have added Frankenberry and Boo Berry, but now I'm glad I didn't because those two are disgusting.
But yeah, right. You don't like fruity cereals.
Well, yeah, and also, but yeah, I can't think of any one that actually enjoys Frankenberry or Boo Berry. But still, when it comes to Count Chocula, this is easily a god cereal because you got the marshmallows and you got the chocolate, and the crunch is great. And combine that with the flavor of the marshmallow and the milk, there's nothing that can beat it.
Nothing can like defeat that all time. Nobody
Yes.
can.
So that's why the only really downside about this cereal is that, like I said, it's only sold during the Halloween season. But every time during that year I get it.
Definitely might get someone when the Halloween season rolls around this year.
Yeah, I definitely advise getting some. It's almost every store has it, but either way, this is an S tier.
Another S tier.
Now yeah, we're gonna have to start to. Luckily, we'll be getting to some cereals that won't be making it to the S tier, but now we got mini wheats.
Ooh, sometimes I have like a love-hate relationship with mini wheats. Like I love the frosting; it's super.
The frosting is good.
I remember the frosting is good, but like with the wheat part, it tastes like eating horse. It tastes like eating horse food.
See, I can understand your opinion, but see, for me, this is the only healthy cereal that I actually enjoy.
I definitely, with it being healthy cereal, I will give it that. I will give it that.
Yeah, for healthy cereal, it makes pretty good healthy cereal, but and the frosting definitely makes it better, but still, especially when it hits the milk. But if you don't got the frosting, it really is just animal food if you think about it.
True, and like after it like soaks into the milk for a little bit, and like it just starts like breaking apart. So, it's had to happen to all of us who's had mini wheats before.
And I can definitely see that. I'd say at minimum this should get A tier. What would you think?
Definitely going A tier. I would respect that. Definitely going A tier.
All right. Then now we got Fruity Pebbles.
Oh my god, I love Fruity Pebbles.
Well, that's the thing. I hate them.
Because of your opinion with with fruit-related cereals, I personally love Fruity Pebbles to death.
Well, all right. Tell me more.
It's like just perfect. Like if you're like, it's just perfect. I don't know how to explain. It's just perfect to me. Like, I don't know how to explain it. I honestly don't know how to explain why I love Fruity Pebbles to death.
Well, see, for me, it's just like any of the other fruity ones. It's just fruity flavored. But just give me Cocoa Pebbles and I'll call it a day.
Either I'll take Fruity Pebbles or Cocoa Pebbles. Either way, just give me some and we'll be good.
All right. Well, I'd say this is F tier. What would you say?
Personally, I personally would definitely give this S tier, but since it's your list, what do you prefer to put it at?
Well, I'm trying to keep it even, so I'll put it in the. So for your sake, I'll put it in the A tier.
Fair enough.
All right. Now we got regular Cheerios.
Oh my god, that's just plain disgusting.
Yeah, I'm
Plain
not.
Cheerios are just disgusting. Like, if you put bananas in it, strawberries in it, it definitely carries. But, like, just plain Cheerios on its own, you gotta be kidding me.
I don't. Yeah, I can't. Yeah. If you put something with it, it can make a pretty good cereal. But on its own, it's kind of just bland, and the milk doesn't really help.
F tier, easy. Yeah, F tier.
Yeah. Moving on to Honey Nut Cheerios, an actual good Cheerios.
Yep, S tier.
Yes, this is instant S tier. The honey actually makes it taste good.
Yep.
Now we got.
I remember whenever
keep talking.
I remember whenever I'd go to school and get some of the breakfast there, I would either get whatever they have on the menu or some cereal, and I would probably get Cheerios. And whenever I did choose cereal, whenever I get the Cheerios, I would just devour it despite it being like a small thing. It was so good. And the honey, it was just like perfect for like me craving a sweet tooth at like dead in the morning.
All right, I actually can understand that. Definitely a good cereal. Now we got Captain Crunch, and I'm talking the regular Captain Crunch.
Definitely love Captain Crunch.
Okay, now when it comes to the regular Captain Crunch, I don't enjoy it as much.
Yeah, I mean, like, I remember there being, like, I think a Family Guy joke about the tops of the corners of the Captain Crunch hurting the top of your mouth, and it would affect the way you would speak.
I have heard something about. I think I have heard of that episode, but I don't remember it. I'll have to check it out later. But anyways, this Captain Crunch isn't the worst thing in the world.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
I'd say C tier. What would you say?
C tier.
All right. Now we've got an actual goat peanut butter Captain Crunch.
Ooh. Imagine if they came out with peanut butter and chocolate Captain Crunch. I wonder if that actually exists.
I don't think it does, and I'm not gonna lie but I'm not gonna lie, that would actually sound awesome. But still,
sound heavenly.
But hey, this cereal my mom doesn't enjoy, but me and my dad absolutely love it.
Definitely, I am now craving some cereal.
Same here. I'll definitely have to get some of this later. But anyways, I actually remember I would eat an entire box of this, and my mom would just have to keep spending money on boxes, and eventually she kind of just stopped. Like, I'd eat the whole box in one day. Like, that's how much I enjoy this cereal. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I get you.
Same way I feel with Lucky Charms. So, yeah, this is an instant S tier. Any objections?
No objection, Your Honor.
Very well, then. Now we're moving on to a complete F tier for me. But I can't, Captain Crunch berries.
I love the Captain Crunch berries.
Well,
it's just
very
continue. Nice and like the sweetness, and the sweetness is very nice for the one. I love the sweetness of it.
That's an interesting take. What would you say that? What tier would you give it?
You want to go B tier?
Okay, no. What would you give it? I'll even it out.
Personally, I would love to give it an S tier.
Well, then I'll even it out, and I'll put it in A tier. Now moving on to Apple Jacks.
Apple Jacks. I remember before they changed their logo to absolute monstrosity, they had the stoner-looking mascots. That's where that was peak.
Okay, personally, I've never been a
Cinnamon.
huge fan of Apple Jacks.
I would have some. I would normally taste more cinnamon than apple. Like, it's like more of it, but like mainly sometimes I would get like more overpowering cinnamon.
I see what you mean. Well, in that case, I guess I'll even it out, because I guess this would be D tier for me, but what did you say?
B tier.
Alright, B tier it is. Now we got Oreo O's. These are fire. It's like eating Oreos for breakfast. Hell, it is eating Oreos for breakfast. What?
Oh my gosh, I remember like when they first came out.
These have
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. They first came out in '97, but I think they recontinued them.
I believe they were
like,
discontinued for some time, but still.
Yeah.
Well, still, yeah. Either way, Oreo O's are definitely an amazing cereal. So yeah, and I have to put it's an A tier for me. What would you say?
A tier, definitely A tier.
All right, now we got Corn Flakes. Now, for me personally, I don't really love these, but
really. I mean, like, it's kind of like the same situation with Cheerios, the plain Cheerios. You gotta have to, like, have some bananas, some strawberries, or something that would, like, help make it good.
Yeah, I agree.
And with the cornflakes, you can definitely, it's a great breading, too, for whenever you're making, like, fried chicken.
Yeah, I agree. I'd say F tier for this. What would you say?
F tier.
Alright. Now we got Corn Pops. Now, these are actually not as bad.
They're not really that bad. I mean, like...
They're not amazing,
okay,
but they're alright. I'd say C tier for this. What would you say?
C tier.
Alright, now we're moving on to the Chex. And first up, we got Rice Chex. Now,
I would probably give it like a...
What would you put them in?
You would say?
No, what would you put them in? I've never actually had Red Chex, so...
It's sort of like the same situation with the cornflakes and the Cheerios. You only have to have some, like, strawberries or bananas to help power it, but, like, with some of it being different on its own, it would probably alternate. I would definitely give the rice, like, C tier.
Alright, C tier is fine with me. Now we got Corn Chex.
Corn Chex, I would definitely go... D tier?
Go what?
D.
Alright, why B?
Sorry, I was yawning. Anyways, I would give it a D tier because... Wait a minute, this is corn, correct?
Yeah, this is Corn Chex.
Sort of like a... Like, with it being somewhat, like, the same ingredient, it's, like, somewhat similar to the Pops, but, like, Corn Chex is just, like, eating, like, being fed baby food sometimes.
Alright, so what tier would you say it in?
D.
B tier? Alright, now we got Wheat Chex.
I said D. D.
D. Sorry, I misheard. Alright, what about Wheat Chex?
Wheat Chex, I actually never had them before.
Alright, well then I guess we'll just put them in the F tier, because why not? Now we got Cinnamon Chex.
Okay, now that's where it's at. That is where it's at. It's I'll probably give it like A tier.
Alright, alright, A sounds fine. And we've officially completed this list.
Woohoo!
Alright, so that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, everyone. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. And be sure to check out DJ's channel. She's got some amazing content as well to keep you hooked. But until then, I'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.